guys, welcome back to another vlog. Today I wanted to make it a little bit different. Wanted to kind of talk about, like, as it happened, like while I was actually committing to a college. I already posted a video kind of talking about the journey already. Yeah, but I kind of wanted to talk more in depth at the end of this vlog today. Honestly, by the way, the snow is back. Yeah, I remember it, like in a few vlogs back, like I was talking about, like, you know, how there was like no more snow and, like, you know, I could walk outside without a jacket and all that. But yep, I spoke too soon, I guess. I think we're meant to be getting even more snow sometime in this upcoming week. Like, yeah, I mean, it's like, you know, it's very windy as well, so snow has honestly, like, something's been flying at me. But yeah, anyways, yeah, I'll see you when we hopefully have team training. I mean, we're meant to have it, but yeah, we'll see if we do. Like, the pitch still looks snowed up, like when I walked around to go look at it. But yeah, anyways, yeah, I'll see you then. Alright guys, now this is not how I thought today's vlog would go. Look what happened. Okay, you see that? Yeah, I picked up a slight knock in my right hamstring. Yeah, I was trying to do some extras after team training. Yeah, I think I'll talk a little bit more in depth about it, like, later. But no, I think I'm gonna do a gym workout, like working around that, trying to keep the rest of my body strong. Yeah, I'll probably film some of those exercises. I mean, wasn't sure if that's what I was planning on. I don't know if I'll actually film myself doing them, but yeah, who knows? I might, and you know, I'll decide later if I'll keep them in. Yeah, I mean, I kind of want to focus on the exercise. Don't think I'll take too much time in here. Yeah, I just got dinner. Yeah, I'll also want to talk about the main topic of this video. Maybe I'll talk a little bit about my injury as well. Like, yeah, I guess I have something new to talk about. Anyways, yeah, I'll see you then. All right, guys. So yeah, first of all, I just want to say, yeah, I shaved again. Yeah, I just thought I'd say that, like, you know, yeah, just so it's not like I don't look, just so it's like, I guess it doesn't go from one clip to the other with me just looking like completely different, like, um, yeah, anyways, yeah, I just wanted to talk about kind of like, I mean, like, first of all, before I get into the main topic, I kind of want to say, like, I don't know how to describe, like, the issue, like, in terms of, like, where my, like, injured or where I'm feeling discomfort. And I feel like, I think the word is tissue, like, like, and even probably even more specifically, like, in my lateral area, like, for example, like, yeah, I don't know, like right here, like, I feel it a lot, like, and that's kind of like how, like, before I almost felt like it was like almost in the hamstring, and I feel like it's almost less in the hamstring and more in that like type of general area. It's fairly close to the hamstring, and I feel like that's the area that's like gets affected the most, like when I try to do my everyday activities and everything. But yeah, and that's kind of like what the athletic trainer, like when he was trying to figure out like where exactly I was feeling discomfort, like, yeah, I mean, I guess I have, like, I'm planning on seeing him tomorrow morning as well. Like, yeah, I was also kind of hoping to train tomorrow. I mean, that was before this happened, so yeah, I'll see how I feel when I wake up. Yeah, I mean, last thing I want to do, like, I want to try and be fit. I think we're meant to, assuming it doesn't get canceled or anything like that. Like, we've had quite a few cancellations recently due to weather. Yeah, like, I think this upcoming week isn't meant to be very nice either. But yeah, I really don't want to miss like any proper team stuff. Like, I can't imagine my coach would be very happy at, like, hearing like I hurt myself while trying to do some extras rather than trying to do like something with the team. Yeah, that's really the last thing I really wanted to happen, and that's kind of why I stopped like immediately. And honestly, like, I'm just trying to like process this, to be honest with you. And yeah, I'm hoping it only leaves me out for a few days. I still haven't had quite like an injury that's left me out for weeks or anything like that. But yeah, anyways, yeah, now I think I want to get into the main topic of this video. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that topic for quite a long time. It's almost gonna be like a story time. But anyways, yeah, I'll start actually talking about it. All right, yeah, see you then. All right, guys. So yeah, this is probably the longest I'm gonna spend talking on camera, like, ever. Like, I've made other videos like where I basically just talk, and like maybe give stories. Like, I have one video that like the very first full length video I made was quite literally like about the journey, and I kind of want to make this one a bit similar, but like rather than the journey, I kind of want to talk about like when it happened, like when I actually committed, or how like I actually got offers. Yeah, I got two college soccer offers before I ended up committing to a school. Yeah, so just to give some background, like, honestly, to some extent, I feel like it was against all odds. Like, like, for those who don't, I don't think I ever said this on camera, but at some point I was a high school reject. Like, like I was rejected by my high school team, and like, of course, like several club coaches, like, rejected me. I wasn't getting much game time for my grassroots, like my grassroots team, so to speak, if that's what you want to call them. Yeah, like I helped them get to a decent level, but it still didn't get like a ridiculous amount of exposure to colleges. Yeah, the level was called like classic, I believe. Like, it was decent. Like, I'd say it's more competitive there. I think it was definitely like, more, like, you got more exposure, but it was really nothing compared to like the club I ended up joining, which was Sting. Yeah, and basically, like, I started the recruitment process like very late. Like, it was my senior year. Like, yeah, I mean, there have been people who have like probably like have started it and like when they were like in middle school, like 8th grade, so to speak. Like, I've heard of that. I mean, that's probably a stretch, but it's possible. Like I believe I went to several showcases my senior year, and I believe like I have met someone, like someone else told me like he was in eighth grade or something like that. Like he, like, you know, it's like it's allowed, like you can start the recruiting process that early. Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of people like maybe they start like sophomore year, but yeah, I know you can definitely start earlier. I mean, I also know that even if you don't start that early, it's still possible to make it happen. Yeah, I believe some of my teammates even started later than me, but yeah, I know a lot of people had like different approaches. Like I know some people like had agencies, especially international players. Yeah. For me, like throughout my whole football career, I was pretty much my own agent. Yeah, the only person who's ever like properly found me a team was honestly my father, like so to speak. Like he found me my grassroots team. But like yeah, after that, like honestly, like when I decided I was going to leave and look to join a club that was playing at a higher level, which like I said ended up being Sting. Like I did that myself. Like I didn't have any help like with that. I didn't feel I needed to. Yeah, I just did the research, like found out how you email coaches, and yeah, it's like it's very similar to like how I ended up playing college soccer. Like for example, when I was actually playing for Sting, I started emailing, like, you know, like I said in my video where I talk about like the journey more. I started emailing coaches, and like it was a ridiculous amount. Like I didn't even know like if I wanted to go to their school. And yeah, I mean it was interesting as well, because it was like I was just emailing coaches to like play club soccer at like a higher level, and now I was like emailing like them again. I had like my resume looked better than ever. Like, you know, like when I was just looking for a better club teams to play for, I barely even had a highlight video. And yeah, and like Sting helped me get more game footage, which is honestly almost a necessity for like college soccer. I mean, unless obviously like there are exceptions, of course, but for most people, like that's a need. Like, you know, like coaches really aren't able to like go and watch you play always. And yeah, anyways, kind of want to talk about like when I actually got the offers. Or anyway, so yeah, so Sting, like I said, like my grassroots team, like I helped, like I was part of a team. Like we started off at like a division that was honestly, it was like Sunday league. Honestly, it was not very competitive. Like performance didn't matter a ridiculous amount. Like I said, I helped them qualify for a league called Classic, which was definitely a step up. And I mean, but it still didn't really get a lot of exposure to colleges. And yeah, and essentially once I joined Sting, I was really like, you know, like with my grassroots team, I never went to any showcases or anything like that. And I went to two with Sting. And yeah, essentially, and I ended up getting two offers from one of them. Yeah, one that seemed, yeah, the first one was called Texas Cup. Yeah, and honestly, it felt like, yeah, I don't know how to say it, but like the one, it didn't seem as big as the one that came after, which was called Sports Source. Yeah, and anyways, maybe that's why like I'm gonna say this right now. I personally think I actually performed. I think I performed better at the Texas Cup rather than the Sports Source. But despite that, like the Sports Source was where I got my offers from. Yeah, I don't think I used a single clip from one of my games at the Sports Source in my highlight video, and I'm pretty sure I had a few. Actually, I know I had a few from the Texas Cup. And yeah, it was a showcase. There was also a clinic. Funnily enough, like the clinic was where I got like my first one, like my first offer. And funnily enough, I almost missed it. Like, I'm pretty sure you were supposed to, I don't remember exactly how it was, but like apply to it, so to speak, in some ways. And I think I actually missed the deadline, but luckily, my club coach at Sting, like he was going to be, like he's a scout for one of the colleges that was going to be at that showcase. And essentially he was going to be at that particular clinic, and he managed to make exceptions for me, and I think one of my teammates at the time at Sting as well. So he let us join the clinic, even though we were a bit late, which was amazing. I probably wouldn't have gotten my first offer, like had I not gone. Yeah, I had to miss a little bit of school as well, but yeah, I mean, yeah, it was fine. I think I was still like passing my classes on all that, by a fair amount as well. Most of them at least, but anyways, yeah, so essentially, like, it was interesting. Like, I really wasn't expecting, like, with how I was performing, I wasn't expecting to, I almost want to say, get scouted, because I didn't reach out. Like, I reached out to a lot of coaches, but like the one that approached me was one that I didn't even reach out to. Like, he just approached me after I was playing, like gave me his business card, so to speak. And we essentially, so then I emailed him after, because I was aware, like, I was doing like everything I could, like, like he may have found me, but I know that doesn't necessarily, like, of course, like if a coach finds you, like, he's almost certainly not going to offer you a roster spot. Yeah, you have to stay in touch with him. Yeah, and I went on a visit with him. Yeah, with my father as well, and I had the option to commit there, and then if I wanted to, I decided against it. Like, I was looking to get more offers, and I did get another offer. Yeah, eventually, like I said, like this one, like it's like it was from my current college coach. I actually did email him initially, and he got back to me after the showcase. Like, apparently he liked what he saw. Like, we set up a phone call. Yeah, he got to know me a bit more as a person. Yeah, I don't actually know when he saw me playing, but yeah, of course, yes, just seeing someone play doesn't always tell you about like the kind of person you are. So yeah, that's another thing I think that's worth mentioning. Like, these coaches, they want to know what kind of person you are, like, not just if you're a good footballer. And yeah, honestly, I think that's something that helped me stand out. Like, I try to be, like, like the best person off the pitch as I can be on the pitch. Because honestly, for me, being a bad person is only detrimental to you on the pitch and off the pitch. And yeah, essentially, I think that's what like helps me to some extent like stand out, or at least increase my chances. Like, it certainly didn't deviate them. Yes, essentially, I wasn't really like the most talented player, and I think that helps me. Maybe because I don't think a ridiculous amount of people would have said I was the best player at Sting, but despite all that, like, I was the first Sting player, like, playing for my club team, to actually commit to a school. I think only one other person, well, I think it was half seniors and half juniors anyways, but I think only one other senior actually committed to a school. Yeah, and like, basically at like the school I went to, yeah, so after the phone call, like, he told me like I could sign up for a visit day, and I did. And me and my father drew up from Kansas, or excuse me, to Kansas from Texas, and we essentially got a tour of the school. Like, one of my current teammates like was my tour guide, so, and I ended up training with the team, and that's actually what we were quite literally doing today. Like, we had two recruits, well, two people, like two potential recruits, so to speak. Like, from what I understand, like, no one's committed yet, but they could potentially, like, it's a possible that they'll be my teammates next year. Yes, this isn't the first time as well. I didn't quite know that there was so many recruit days or whatnot, but yes, there's actually a few like where like it's only one, like there's only one recruit there, and yes, haven't quite had one on a Saturday though. I remember mine was Saturday, but yeah, anyways, yeah, I've been talking quite a bit. Yeah, I hope you can take something from this. Yeah, I might. I just wanted to make today's vlog a little bit different. I didn't got many clips, but yeah, I hope this somewhat makes up for it. I wanted to talk about this anyways, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.